Hello and welcome to Ticking All the Boxes for Victoria Derby Day on Saturday at Flemington. We are sitting back in our room in beautiful Melbourne. Well, it was beautiful on Wednesday, but Thursday it's shit.
It's gone dark.
Yes, it's very dark.
Very dark.
Nick Ashman.
Hello, Clinton.
What have you been up to?
I've had a good week.
Yep.
Since we last did the show. I was going to say since we last spoke, which is only about 2 minutes ago. We've had a great racing carnival. Got out to Werribee yesterday, and there's been plenty of activities outside of work as well. The great Clocker and Robbo were down last week. It was great to catch up with those guys.
Yep. Been doing dinner plenty of times. Went
out with a couple of others there a couple of nights ago, and
yeah, very good.
We're having a good time.
Having a good time?
Having a great time.
Been busy, but anyway.
I feel like I'm coming to the end of my prep, but I'm still having fun.
Yes, all right. Well, let's have a look at this program. It's Derby Day. It's one of our great race days. Plenty of good horses. We had a bit of comment actually on the Racenet comments. A few people are disappointed with the overall day, but
what, Saturday?
Well, it's as good as what's around. That's my philosophy. They can't all be great. You know, there are some years where there's not as much depth as others, and
yeah,
you know, it's just the way it is. But gee whiz, there's still 9 very good races and some pretty good bloody horses.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I don't have any issue with Saturday's
I
card.
just think, you know, they compare it year to year, but it's a bit hard because, you know, like if we had Atlantic Jewels and those sort of horses, you know, Manigars and all those sort of horses still in work all of a sudden, but they're not here this year, unfortunately.
No, they're not, but we do have some pretty good other horses.
Some very good horses there. All right.
Yep.
We'll roll straight into this. The first race of the day is the Inglis Carbine Club Stakes at 1,600 metres. It's Group 3. Flemington is a dead fall. We've had a bit of rain on Thursday morning. Not a great deal, but there's been a little bit.
Yep.
I'd say it's tracking towards pretty much the perfect racetrack on Saturday. Rail's going to be in the true. Now, a couple of gear changes. Tatra's got the winkers on again, and Prono gets a nose roll off, and the pacifier's on. Our market.
Brought to us by
Sportsbet.
Sportsbet. Who are up on the Emirates, and the only company up on the Emirates as well.
They are.
So that's probably worth noting.
All right. Tatra's $5. Prono 10. Proverb $5.50. Alanude $5. The money's come for Luna Rise 7 into 5. Crystal Web 12. Union Gap $7.50 to $6.50. Right to Rome 21, and yeah, the others are roughies.
Mate, I'm with Union Gap. A little bit worried, just drawing the outside. Not exactly sure where he'll get to, but I liked his run last start. That's a race where Super Cool, who's second favourite or thereabouts, so the Derby came out of, albeit I realised it was over 1,400 metres. Just finished off really hard, and I normally don't fall into the trap of backing horses that finish on hard going up in distance, but this one looks like he really will get it. And before that, when he was going around in easier races, he was starting odds on and even money and so forth. So there's obviously a bit of stable confidence, and the punters obviously think he's up to this type of class.
Doesn't concern you that Karen, who would have had the opportunity to ride the horse, elected to ride a stablemate?
Nope, not at all.
Okay.
I've seen him elect to ride the wrong horse too many times to be worried about that.
Well, to be honest, I think he's picked the wrong one out of Snowden's two.
Yes.
He's with Tatra. I couldn't back Tatra off his last run at Flemington. I thought he was playing. I'm finding it a tricky race. I don't want to be charging into Alan Need at $5. Like it's probably getting to his right price now, but I took $12 last time, so yep. I'm quite happy to sit with him to an extent. But Horse Luna Rise comes down. He's got form around. It's a done deal. Didn't stay the trip last time. The 2,000 back to the mile freshened. You've got to respect him.
Yep.
And Proverb's the other one. I think the key to Proverb is the fact that he's fresh. His best runs of his career have come when he's fresh. Now, since he won the Dulcify, which was only an average race, he's been freshened right up. He's had 35 days off. If the breaks go his way, I could have something each way on him, but to be honest, I found it a bit of a tricky race. I'm not charging really into anything, but I think the winner will come from 3, 4 or 5. Proverb, Alan Mead, Luna Rice.
Paul Snowden said this morning, you probably already know this, he said, I don't think we've seen the best of Proverb yet.
I think he's a bit of a gay deceiver, the horse, to be honest.
A what?
Gay deceiver.
Gay deceiver.
A bit like you and your gay TV. Yeah.
I've shared the gay tag.
He's a funny horse, but I think he's a fresh horse. I think he's a fresh horse.
Yeah.
And his first up run at Warwick Farm was awesome. Like, everyone's going, how good did that go? You know, just this horse, you know, this sort of an up-and-comer for the spring. But he just, I know he won a Dulcify, but it was an average race and he took forever to win it.
Yep.
Yeah, not for me.
All right, so you, what was your tip?
When I say not for me, I don't mean not for me, but probably Proverb narrowly on top of the other two, but
all right.
I'm not sure, to be honest.
And I'm going Union Gap, so it's a bit of a Darley fest.
All right.
Okay.
Race 2, the Lexus Stakes, 2500, Group 3. All right, what have we got here? We've got some prices, we'll find them. We've got some gear changes here, a couple of good ones.
Bit of gear.
Permit gets the earmuffs on. Ivachenko, he's got the blinkers on for the first time.
Has he got a rocket in there as well?
Fictional account gets race plates on. Now, Dare to Dream gets the blinkers for the first time, and he also gets a barrier blanket after giving them a massive head start in the City Tats Cup. Prices. Gatewood, 350 to 3. Tamby is 13 to 12. Permit, 21. Kaluni, 11. Ivachenko, the punters, don't think the blinkers will help. 26 to 31. Excluded, 6. Ruben Percival, your horse, 12. Exceptionally, 750 to 650. And Dare to Dream, 550 out to 6. The rest are massive ones.
I don't know how they're going to beat Gatewood. Well, I think he's not a bad price either at $3. Look, Bart's horse, Dare to Dream, a little bit of X factor about him. Might be better suited out to the 2500 here. Probably just goes back from barrier 10. That shouldn't worry him too much. Gets Jay McDonald aboard, who's a good rider. Look, Ruby, I love Ruby, but look, these horses, Ruben Percival, Exclude's got a bit of a turn of foot, but Kalini and so forth. Gatewood reeled off a 32.09.
Yeah, that was irrelevant, mate. It was a 600 metre
Just
race.
let me finish here for a second. It doesn't matter whether it was a 600 metre race or not. Ruben Percival couldn't run 32.09 with a rocket up his butt.
No
and the point I'm making is that this horse is actually a horse with a good turn of foot, Gatewood.
All right, well, can I say this to you?
Yes.
Tamby beat My Lucky Day there its last run. Right? My Lucky Day ran a quicker last whatever section that you're rattling off than Gatewood.
Well, that is irrelevant. Now what you're saying is irrelevant because you're talking about two different races. So what you're saying here is he beat My Lucky Day home, but he beat My Lucky Day home. Why did he beat him home on that day then, do you think?
Probably because of the weight pull.
Probably because of the weight pull. So how does that mean that Tammy can run a 32.09 because he beat My Lucky Day, who beat?
Well, mate, I'm tipping most of those high quality horses that walk for the first 1400 and warm up and then sprint home 600 probably can.
I think My Lucky Day has got a very good turn of foot, and we saw that in the Melbourne Cup a couple of years ago, without doubt.
This horse is a pretty fair horse, Tammy.
Yeah, he's not a bad horse. I don't think he's a bad horse, and I think he's got a shot in the race. I'm just saying that.
I don't disagree. It hasn't got a chance in the race.
Who's that?
But Gatewood, I think it's got a massive hope in the race.
He's 2 to 1. He'd won.
But the 32.0, whatever it ran.
Yeah, look, it's irrelevant in the sense that
4 horses ran that time in that race.
The thing is, though, is that he still showed a turn of foot where he could run 32.09. And what my point is almost all these horses are incapable of running 32.09, even if they jog for 1,000 metres.
I'm saying to you, but I think there's a couple that are capable of doing something like that here.
Okay.
I'm saying Gatewood's probably capable. Well, he's obviously capable of it.
Well, he's the one that I'm talking about.
Probably capable of it. I would suggest to you, Ivachenko's not capable of it.
No.
Excluded, will you say it? Exceptionally, you've got to say it's not capable because when they did sprint, he got left behind.
Couldn't do it.
And Dare to Dream, quite possibly. You know, Dare to Dream sectionals were outstanding when he ran third to Moraine, beating a head at long neck. Mm-hmm. You know, came from a long way back and charged the line.
They ran 36.70.
That was at Randwick in a truly run race. That they were running from the start. Moraine was 6 lengths in front, or 3 lengths in front at the 400.
So what do you reckon he's run about 35?
Mate, it's a very different race. Like, you just checked me for comparing a race like that to a race like that. Tamby's last start, so...
But you were the one that was comparing the two. You were just saying they're crap and plate, so I'm saying, what are you saying then?
What I'm saying to you is, right, Tamby hit the line not far off Malaki Day that day.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And Malaki Day ran faster than Gatewood.
Ran faster last sectional than Gatewood.
Yeah.
Didn't run a faster overall time.
No, of course he didn't, because Gatewood won the race, but he ran a fast last 800.
Yeah.
He ran a fast last 400 and a fast last... 3 of the last 4 sectionals, Malaki Day went quicker than Gatewood.
So how does that mean then? I'm not saying Tamby can't beat Gatewood, but how does it, with your theory, how does that mean Tamby is could
I'm
be?
just saying Tamby could be capable of it. That's what I'm saying, of reeling off those sort of sectionals.
I think Tamby's capable of beating Gatewood. I don't know if he's capable of running off those sectionals. There you go.
But he's not going to run off those sectionals here, Gatewood.
No, because they'll go too quick.
All I'm saying is the point of what it ran there at Geelong is irrelevant to this race, in my opinion.
Okay.
You know, Gatewood had 55 and a half there. He's got 50-80. So is he going to reel off the same sectional?
I think yes. I think no. But I think the only point I don't think it's necessarily relevant to this race, because I concede that this will be truly run. There's no way they're going to loaf in this race. I'm just simply making the point that this horse has a turn of foot. He's a stayer with a good turn of foot.
Yeah, I understand that, but I think there's a few of those here. That's what I'm saying to you.
Okay, so who's the other one? So Tamby's one.
Dare to Dream.
Dare to Dream. That kind of turn of foot.
Excluded's got a decent turn of foot. I thought he hit the line all right in that. In that Herbert Power, and exceptionally at her best. Well, she finds the line all right.
She's got a good turn of foot when she wants to. But as we said, she got left behind in the Geelong Cup. Maybe there was a reason for it. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the track was too firm. What was it, a dead fall?
It was a good 3.
Oh, well, that's why I can't believe they ran it, because they scratched it from Flemington on a good 3.
They did too, didn't they? What was that? 2 starts back, or in between?
Only in Victoria. All right.
So what are you doing now that we've danced around it?
I'm going to have something each way. Dare to Dream.
Yeah.
I was gutted with his run in the Tats Cup, because I thought he was a really good horse. But look, when I went back and watched it, he was so slow away, and then he got within 4.5, which sort of surprised me. Maybe I'm entitled to give him benefit of the doubt, considering he went from 14 to 2,000 to 24 very quickly. You know, 2,500 here, the blinkers go on, the blanket goes on. Hopefully he gets out of the barriers. James McDonald on, Darren Gouchy off. No knock on the Gouch, but that's a plus. Well, actually, it is a knock on the Gouch, isn't it?
It is a little bit.
Yeah, look, nothing much. I'm struggling with the race, because I think outside of Gatewood, the chances are all drawn trickily.
Yeah.
Trickily. Is that a new word? Trickily. Tamby's drawn 13. Excluded's drawn 12. Exception, I can't back it off its last run. So
no.
I think they're the 5 hopes. Gatewood, Tamby, Excluded. And actually there are only 4 hopes, aren't there?
Yeah.
And Dare to Dream, but I'll back Dare to Dream each way.
All right, mate. I'm sticking with Gatewood.
All right, because I think this is potentially, I think this horse has got more ability than Bart's other 2 in the Cup. So
yeah, he's definitely a watch horse, isn't he?
You know, he's a watch horse. He's got a bit of that excitement about him.
Who leads?
And go back 2 runs. Like, if he can reproduce that effort at weight for age to Moran, then surely he'll be winning this race on the minimum. Maybe query over him and Gatewood, but he's going to be bloody close to it.
Yeah, oh, without doubt. Mind you, the minimum, we're talking about a 3 keg difference between it and Gatewood. It's not
it's still 3 keg.
Still 3 kegs. Not a big difference, so.
All
right, cool. So we're...
I'm on Dare to Dream each way.
Dare to Dream each way. Gatewood for me, and Ibachenko not to run in the top 4.
Ibachenko. Well, the reason we're making a point of Ibachenko is when we do the jockey comments, you know, sometimes you get the jockeys come back and some of the blokes that just don't like to talk because they're sooks. But then you get some blokes that come back and they just say it as it is. And Craig Newhook came back in and he said, he's too slow. He's too slow. He said, when I think it was Realia, whipped up around him, he said, I dug him up to try and stay there and he was just too slow. So the blinkers are on, and hopefully for the owners, he's a little bit faster this time. But I sense he won't be.
Yeah.